Hello, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well in your study. Children, today I am going to start lesson 6, that is dignity of labor. Children, can you tell me what is the meaning of dignity? Yes, dignity means calm, serious behavior that makes other people respect you. So, here is the chapter. Observe the following pictures showing some occupations of people. Can you tell me, children, their occupation? Yes, first sweeper, second teacher, third maid servant, and the fourth one is doctor. So, let's have the focus on the contents that we are going to cover in this chapter. The downtrodden, dignity of labor, famous social reformers, government initiatives, and the last one is home assignments. So, first topic is the downtrodden. Children, can you tell me the meaning of downtrodden? Downtrodden means made to suffer bad treatment or living conditions by people in power, but being too tired, poor, ill, etc. to change this. Children, in our society, look down upon those who do menial jobs. Menial jobs means the jobs that is unskilled. Certain jobs are looked down upon. People doing such jobs are treated badly by most us. So, menial jobs like sweeping, cleaning, washing, and collecting garbage. These jobs are less paying and involve physical labor. People doing these jobs live a difficult life in poverty and ignorance. Children, you must have heard the word Dalit. It is a Sanskrit word which means broken, downtrodden, or oppressed. People for whom this term is used today are outcast. In earlier days, the society was divided into various classes, as you can see in this picture, that was on the basis of division of labor. India's caste system has four main classes: Brahmin, Kshatri, Vaishya, and Shudra. Dalits were outside the traditional fourfold caste system. Their work was considered impure and polluting and were therefore physically and socially excluded and isolated from the rest of the society. They were labeled as untouchables. Our next topic is dignity of labor. Children, as I already explained what is the meaning of dignity, so dignity means calm, serious behavior that makes other people respect you. Dignity is the right of a person to be valued and respected their own sake and to be treated ethically. Dignity is defined as the personal quality of being worthy of honor. An example of dignity is the respect paid to an elder member in the family, the quality of being worthy of esteem or honor worthiness. Millions of people in India who do menial work are labeled as Dalits. Even in a society where caste isn't openly acknowledged, there may be subtle observances of village or family style ranking. We must remember that all individuals and all kinds of work have equal dignity attached to it. No work is such as to undermine the dignity of a man. No work is superior or inferior in itself. Next topic is famous social reformers. Children, here are some famous social reformers who supported dignity of labor. So first one, Mahatma Gandhi. As you already know that Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who was the father of the nation, tried to change people's attitude towards menial work many years ago. He called the lower caste and untouchables by the name Harijan, or children of God. At his Sabarmati ashram, he treated everyone as equal. Any work that needed to be done was shared by all. People even cleaned public toilets at the ashram. This was to make people realize that no work is mean or low. This is known as the dignity of labor. Next, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. The chief architect of the Indian Constitution, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, was born in a poor, untouchable family and spent his whole life fighting against social of the first untouchables, social discrimination. Overcoming numerous social and financial obstacles, Ambedkar became one of the first untouchables to obtain a college education in India and eventually earning law degrees. Although permitted to attend school, Ambedkar and other untouchable children were segregated and given no attention or assistance by the teachers. But Ambedkar was not taken aback. He fought for his rights as a human being. The text prepared by Ambedkar provided constitutional guarantees and safeguards for a wide range of civil liberties for individual citizens, including freedom of religion, the abolition of untouchability. What is the meaning of abolition? The act of officially ending or stopping something, and the outlying of all forms of discrimination. Next, Mother Teresa. She was nun and missionary. Mother Teresa, known in the Catholic Church as Saint Teresa of Calcutta, devoted her life to caring for the sick and poor. In 1979, Mother Teresa received the Nobel Peace Prize for her humanity work. Slums of Kolkata were filled with the poorest and sick people. They were treated as untouchables. Mother Teresa, a Christian missionary from Yugoslavia, reached down to the poor and needy to radiate love, kindness, and compassion to the unwanted, unloved, and uncared. She founded the Missionaries of Charity, that is also known as Nirmal Hriday, and gave a healing touch to those who lived a miserable life in poverty and sickness. Next is Abraham Lincoln. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was known for ending apartheid in South Africa. He was the man who stood firm and took his country from the extremes of apartheid through the democracy. Apartheid. The meaning of apartheid, it was a law system that separated whites from non-whites in South Africa. The two communities had separate laws and were not treated equally. This was again an injustice to humanity. Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary political leader and philanthropist who served as President of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. Next topic is government initiatives. Children, you see references to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in India, in newspapers, government notification and so on. These are the official names given to the lowest and most downtrodden sections of our society. The scheduled caste and scheduled tribes comprise about 16.6% and 8.6% respectively of India's population according to the 2011 census. Since independence, people belonging to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes have been given reservation in India in government jobs, educational institutions, etc. The government has made legislation to make up for the past separation and oppression of the lower caste. The government has reserved seats in colleges and job opportunities for the lower caste people termed as scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. It is more than 60 years now. So children, I hope you all well understood about this chapter. If you have any problem, go through the book, read the book thoroughly, and whatever you feel the difficulty, watch and watch again the videos. So here are some homework. Read the chapter thoroughly and learn word wagon. Do you believe that there should be community lunch? Give reasons to support your answer. Do some research on your own on our society where manual work is given equal respect. Thank you to all children.